Oh, he just was a little nauseated, you know. I mean, he must have been really sick, guys. You know what I mean? 36 minutes, 0 turnovers, 13 assists, and 31 points. So he was really feeling sick. It was not a big issue, right? He just a little upset, stomach, whatever, not feeling great. I don't know. I mean, he kept looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and he's like, I'm good. So he kept playing. Not a big deal. I don't know if it's like that, but if it happens in the finals and we win, okay. Grand final.
What's it like as a coach when a guy like Bryce is in some distress and he comes to you on the sideline, there's a minute there or a play there where it's 4-on-5? What goes through your mind given the caliber of play that he...
Yeah, I mean, you know, you just hopefully you're going to figure it out. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything physically, you know, that he didn't get cracked or something, you know, and you're just sitting there going, as long as he's... To be honest with you, if he's just nauseated, it's like, okay, we'll take our shot and then we'll just take a foul, right? It's just not a big deal. Just not.
And Mike, nice 22 versus Javon McGee 12. You were taking that?
Yeah, I just think that, you know, Ice just continues to thrive. And I'm just so happy for him and what he's doing. He's such a big part of our team. On and off the court, his leadership is invaluable to us. It was like a big thing for me. We talked about it, but you know, to be a plus 30 in 30 minutes basically, and everything that he brings, and you know, his chemistry with Bryce is just elite. You know, I mean, I don't know how many of those 13 assists were to Isaac, but probably a majority of them, right? And it just helps our team function. You know, we had 24 assists as a team. I don't know if that was a season high, but it should probably be pretty close with only 8 turnovers. You know, those are really good things. We outscored them 36 to like 53. The second half, I thought we played as much as we were close to being good in the first half. There has to be a little more ball movement. There has to be the extra. There has to be one more rotation on defense. That we came out the second half with the right purpose, the right focus, and that started on the defensive end, and then that flows into the offense. I was super, super proud of the way we played the second half. I thought that was a high-level second half.
Bryce, how much are you enjoying this season and this team? Last year, obviously there were some things that didn't go the way everyone would have wanted, and you know, that kind of stuff. We don't need to get into it, but just this year, how much has that changed for you, and how much are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm very much enjoying it. I think anyone who can wake up every day and be really excited to go to work is, you know, that's awesome for anybody. So the fact that, you know, our work's a little bit different and we have to do it in front of 10, 15,000 people on the weekend, it makes that situation's so much nicer when you're with a group of guys that you really enjoy, and with a coaching staff that you know has your back in situations. And I think we're all just really gelling, and our environment's awesome. I mean, you guys come and see us at practice, like we get what we need to done, absolutely, but we really enjoy our time together. So I'm reaping the benefits of that, sure, like, you know, having great guys around me, and I'm getting to play some good basketball with that. But honestly, I need to put the credit to my teammates. Like, it's just I'm a 5-man. I don't have the ball. I don't bring the ball up. So like, when I am successful, I've always thought that it's because of my teammates and who's around me, because that's just my position. So yeah, that's kind of what I put it down to. But it's just been awesome. So.
Saying that, were you worried at all when Bryce had that moment where, like, you know, as spectators were doing, is he injured, that kind of stuff? Were you worried for him?
I missed it, which is a very common Isaac thing to say, because I miss a lot. But I'm usually so locked into like one thing at a time that I truly didn't see much of what was going on. But I mean, if anything's happening to anyone, of course we're all sort of worried or thinking about or wanting to make sure everyone's okay. But yeah, I didn't see enough and don't know enough to answer that one. I don't know. I wish I was right there with you, but I don't know.
I was going to say for you that the Bryce combo is fantastic to watch at the moment between you and Bryce Cotton. But you have 14 points and 7 rebounds as a career against the Illawarra Hawks. You have this way of really getting a stranglehold on them. Is it something that just gives you a great confidence every time you come up against this particular team, or is it just another game for you?
Oh,
or-
yeah, no, I don't think about I don't think about it like that at all. I think it's just I go into every game with the job that we need to do, and that's what it is. You know, I'm very much realising through communication with Mike and how the season's going that I am a big part of this team and this lineup, and I just want to show up every day and be prepared to do what I need to make us win. And I don't think too much about who the opponent is or whatever that is, because it's a basketball game. You honestly have no idea what's going to happen out there. Like, you can't control anything. So I have to just go into it with what's happening in that moment. And right now, those moments are going my way. So that's kind of how it is.
I'll jump in on that a little bit. Just that, you know, we focused on Isaac's offense and his connectivity with Bryce and all those things. But, you know, the second half, I would say the majority of the half that he was on JaVale and some things. JaVale finished the game 4 of 18. He's a tough cover. So as much as there's that connectivity with Bryce and Ice on the pick and roll and things like that and stuff, but he anchors our defense. There's only a few people in the world that can be in Channel 2, what we call it, and his level and how you gauge that, and the ball's being driven at you over and over and over. And what he does for us on both ends of the court is just invaluable. And he doesn't have the ball, and he's got big guards driving at him. And, you know, it's just a huge piece. He allows us to defend things different way because of his ability to kind of play a different role than some guys over here do, and he's grasped it on both ends of the floor, and we're all the beneficiary of what Isaac Humphries does. I mean, he's our anchor. He just is. It may be a thankless job, but not with me, it's not. I don't think it is with Bryce, but it's just an unbelievable job what he's done this entire year. I couldn't be more, like, proud, to be honest with you.
And on that, you talked about the defense.
Proud of him.
Absolutely. You talked about the defense, and it feels like tonight was maybe one of those key moments in this season where you finally saw it come together in the second half the way that it did. Is that from your perspective?
Yeah, I thought that I kind of challenged him a little bit. I took a timeout late in the second that I wasn't happy with our pick and roll defense. We had another breakdown. It shouldn't happen. And I thought I challenged him a little bit at halftime just to, like, good, if you guys want to win this game, it's going to be on the defensive end. We have guys that are unbelievable defenders. We've got a very unique lineup now where I can play different combinations and we can guard different ways. But offensively, the ball was sticking. We weren't getting it to the second side. We were taking mid-range twos, and they were all guarded. And it's like, if you get stops and we do what we do on the defensive end, we will then get quality offensive possessions, and that's what you saw. It started on the defensive end. We got deflections. We got into them. I thought that was maybe our best defensive half of the year. That gives me where we want to go and how you want this thing to look, is we can guard different ways. We've got a bunch of combinations, like I said, and I was super excited about that end of the court.
You talk about the soup and the balance now that Troy's in the lineup. How have you seen that? It's obviously only been 3 or 4 days, but just how is that progressing?
Yeah, I thought he looked like a guy that got off the plane 48 hours ago today, right? He's a very talented player, and he fits our group personality-wise. He's a really good person. Really excited about what he's going to add to our group. You know, I probably, Flynn was in a little bit of foul trouble. I kind of went with different combinations. I'm trying to figure out, I tried to give Troy a run there early and stretched him out a little bit, but he's got length and athleticism. He knows how to play. We'll start slowly integrating him in. He got on the court yesterday with his teammates for the first time. He didn't have to script with the coaches anymore. I know I'm fast and athletic. Not really.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But that's probably didn't give him a real true look of what we needed to do. But he got out there yesterday, moved around. I bet, I don't want to speak for him, but, he'll get better the longer he's here and the more time that we have to practice. We have one more really interesting game for us before the break against Southeast. And I'm excited to, be at 10-3. It's really a credit to these guys and how they've bought into what we're trying to do and being coachable and, mixing and matching. And then, to have a first half that just didn't go the way we wanted. And, Peterson scores, I think, 16 in the first half. He gets 3 in the second half. And JaVale's 4 for 18. And we set on some things and we dialed the group in. And I'm just really excited about where the group is. And then hopefully we can get to the FIBA break still healthy. And that'll give us a chance to really practice for a few days in a row and get the group together.
Mike, you're talking defense. You're 6th in defensive rating at the moment. Second half, held on to 36 points, 33% and 9 turnovers. Fair to say over the FIBA break, pull the defensive end of the floor, probably be a bit more.
Yeah, I think that we've had some interesting different things in these first 13 games. There's been some lineup changes, this and that, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. We will get it down. We've got a lot of defensive, I guess, unique lineups. We can play big, we can play small, we can go with double bigs. Us getting on the same page with different lineups and our group just figuring out every time that we make a sub, it changes it just a little bit. And our communication, I always talk about, us trying to talk like Sixers. I speak American English, I speak Australian English, but we have to speak Sixer out there. And we all got to know exactly what we're doing, and then we got to do our jobs for all of us, me included, right? And that'll be on the defensive end. And if we grasp hold of that end, we'll be really, really good and we'll be hard to deal with. And if we try to be an offensive team, then you'll see a half like the first half.